The might of the greatest rivers lies in a single drop of rain. Rain is dependent on forests, which maintains the soil, absorb carbon dioxide, regulate weather patterns, and generate rainfall to soak into the earth and fill the rivers to the brim. Rivers flow to the length and breadth of Meghalaya, and in southwest Khasi Hills, they mark the entire landscape, treading their way through the gently rolling hills before cascading down thunderous waterfalls and widening mightily in the southern edges of the land. The forests here teem with rich biodiversity. They are home to thousands of insects, birds, reptiles, and many more.
Rivers are a source of life. They provide sustenance through water for human use and consumption. They are homes for aquatic life of various kinds. They flow through our villages and towns. They cool the air, they nourish the soil and vegetation, and they are so beautiful to look at as well. They play a vital role in the ecological balance. Everything is so intricately linked with rivers. The hills that we see around us, the vegetation, the grass beneath our feet, everything is nourished and sustained by the water which flows from these rivers.
With the growth in human population, settlements have encroached the edge of riverbanks, and this often marks the beginning of the pollution of rivers. A single piece of plastic, a single shred of waste, casually disposed by hundreds and thousands of people going about their daily lives. This will eventually be washed away by the rain and enter the streams and rivers.
Kibriu haduk mentah kim pasuthu ke jing koridor jong kanikawa makim tip lada kanikawa ka jabok no masai kan long ka jing tim ya kilong din ki basawan mentajungi
kapas ngusi kalong ba kibriu kim shim la buram shu eka bat kawei kalong ki jakliane ying nasem ki wara hang ni ban beren tinang ni ngitan bandi ti kibriu kim yu i jingai dan kim suthu
kani kawa ni ka bang itu ko phat lew kadai ka wei ka lifeline kadai ka wei na ki sos ki babsa lut ki ni ki area ki ba marjana ni ngim kwa wani i ba kani ka wa ka jung ni kan salong kum ka wa non ba hanos ton kum ka wa khra chalong bat kum ta ter juran ga jing kran ki ni sngi ba ka topik ka ba jor ba ki silong ba ka jing kerdu ka ba cerkai ke mengalai i ni sngi ki jaka ki bujudan mun ta ki don chu.
Human activities such as cutting down trees, burning forests, and indiscriminate usage of resources not only harms our forests but consequently also affects the rivers which depend on these forests.
We see the extraction of various natural resources such as river sand and boulders and rocks from the riverbed for various activities which pose a threat to the life of the river system.
There is an increasing awareness among communities of all these various dangers being posed to the rivers and water bodies.
Beladangi berpathar ki plastik nang ner sanjingi tanah ni ki wa ki barit ki sakur ki lumau ki ete ngiyoi ba ki larak sakur ki ki plastik ki balik ki do khar kumju.
The active involvement of a number of stakeholders is critical in order to intensify awareness, promote action, and bring about changes in human behavior.
Saudang saukur niyo I baka niya ka plastic ka alang companions niyo. Ngapay siya ka diyang. Keleng saudang siya nga. Ngayon hangin. Mano ba wanda? Mano ba bolet hangin? Hato ka hang na beneng? Hato ka wanhi ka lagi? Hato ka siya urbang hangto? Kami kung ujing tong na madan? Yakini baro. Baro kita hap kan no nakakti jong na jong pi jong kinong wan shong yo jong kinong wan be yo shani.
Groups and organizations who advocate on behalf of the environment are many and are found in the farthest reaches of the district wherever rivers are found. The Friends of the River Umngi is one of them, championing to stop indiscriminate fishing practices like use of explosives which endanger fish species and destroy the river ecosystems.
Mindset do gibro pai kadang do kimpa so tho e kabukon kan bangi haban sumar kirang so tho babang simba kadai ga ka junga kadai kamon ga junga kadai ga lenti junga sala aban lek ka baso tinggal ngat pagi bukon gi ga program nang perlu so sakit aju bai pagi ka kom sa thang ni ko nang ka sawara ai gi so tho banlang ba kan ko wa gibon gibri bosong harut halo to ko ki duyo kamai keji ki duyo ya ka belasi Babon lipat.
Nakaliang jong kilong kumi, nakaliang jong kikina asamla, kandon ke kamensim, kandon ke ka jingpor sang, kabakam kia hakani kapuan. Pagi het scam, baki nong wan jmo kai, kinong wan pet kai, nang ni sakmat, kindon ban lekra tam di kubor ki babha, jong bosnong jong pi.
Ya kamay, bay khao nang ni em bersai di kun. Tadi ni, si kamay bay khao nang ni berpendap yang ikun di. Dia kemud kini kecakap kadi berkongsan mai jadi ni. Kalau
dia ada si alek penduna mana dia lo, kumbe duna ni yang.
Hai, ya percaya kau.
Water scarcity is another issue that needs to be addressed through efforts to conserve natural rainwater, preserve catchment areas, and construct reservoirs which can be utilized all year round to meet the needs of the people.
Kasnong mo kurwat, kadai kasnong ka bajur slap tam, bad lapoy ka portalang ru kadai kasnong ka bakerdu tam hang ni kasnong. Te nakaliang jangi menta kumbang ilong him tam senam idan commission baong kajal sakti abhiyan mo kata kepada be sapang jika mi konsentrate sapang ka namar kum pertai menta kum kani ka global warming ma bagi ong bun menta ki bun ki jaka baki la kerdu ya ka te kani ka jaka mensua kum piu i kani mensua hang ni ka bangi ladan menta mensua kamdon umi ai isulong betang iwe inala ibaret te menta pat na ka jingdon so kani kadam bangi lasna hang ni menta te ki breu ki lasuk ba bakin sajan saji hang ni menta te hani ka rukom ru hani kamdei ta ka jingtre jong kadam ha juga poru kani kadai bat ka jingtre jong kadan lang bakawi ka jingtre ka baki o kani ka irrigation canal kani ka irrigation canal kadai ba ai saki pentor ka ba.
Water conservation works have been taken up in earnest and with renewed priority in the past 1 year by various departments such as Soil and Water Conservation, MGNREGA, Water Resources, externally aided projects such as the Community-led Landscape Management Project, among others. They include treatment of catchment areas and plantation works.
PMKSY, Pair Drop More Crop. Te kani ka scheme kadai ka rainwater harvesting scheme ka bakerteng ka rangleng domba. But kani ka ponding area ka ai ka jingmentoy ha ka ba beneficiaries iyo banbu ya kidok ha. Ti om tang kataru kani ka scheme ka badai ka water conservation ka bayo ban pelang ya ka na ka jingtut ka jong uslap ki polio ki bami na kini gilom. Kay ka jingmentoy ka baka ai ha baladam ya kani kalong ba kapin imru ia kata ka ground water table kabngi ong kata ka ground water recharging pada habang ladam ya kini ke jaka gaya rapru ya i beneficiaries hakbada kini ki nur kinala kita ki sisi kanal iyo bandra ya ke sya kalingkha ke badon kumba lai hektar tam ai
ngadai bahalum lang kaleng do senong nong lang hai juga por ngasau ban ai kublai ya ka water resources department naga banta ban inyo ka jing yarap kam tam kini ki jakarep ki jongi ki badan hangni harum kam tam ki marjan marpa ki badan hangni ki ban ya ban sum ban sat jan bat kumju ru ba kade ru ka jing mentoi nak banta bangin la ban penhek pensan ki do kha ki badan hangni ru ba hakawi ka singi la pan di sayau
te ngin ka shnong mo thong yin ba ka jesngo komen na marba la slam bang la angnot ban penyo ya kan ka dok opon te lada kamwan kan ka klam hapo shnong jungi kan ka project po shnong jungi ngatharai ngemyo iru ban penan banti ya kan ka dok opon ban penan kam hapo shnong po thau jungi kham tam kan ki ying parish ki dispensary te kan ngi da pe jesngo komen na mari lala ban penan kam ya kan ka dok opon
daging don juga ka sem kala yarap subune ban nom ailat ya ka jaklia ya kakti bad ya kiwi ki jaklia ki bantu jane ka kagane ka jaka
de ki knaru menta kidap ta ka jingkuman namar ba mensiwa te ki habban lai sum shabar jong kane ka boarding mo ki habban lai chadu wajar hab mensiwa ka don kane ka kane tang ba kane ka karangat no ti menta na du bala don kane ka water conservation te klempep mo nilayo sibun ki jimuntoy kamtam ban yarapi kana badingi ki fadaru na marba mangiru niadi nang ne menta
kum ki beriu mo ki bawan sajan ki ba pendon kam ya ko telong ya kini ko iu kani kadi ko kama mariang jo phi ba ngila bangin em nakani te lada ma phi iwei pe iwei phimla ban sumar kani ka sawara ki ka ban penkerdu ngila sahadin habut.
Life in rural areas is so intricately linked with the rivers. We have so many myths and legends of the people which, are linked to the river. The names of villages are derived from rivers. The various habits and practices of people living in these places are also intricately linked with the rivers. They come here for a fresh bath. They come to wash their clothes. They come to fish and to spend a lot of time near the rivers. So it is a traditional practice which has been going on since time immemorial in these hills of Meghalaya.
Jia don bentah hakaban penek pensa ya ka ne kawa salah na kapor syakapor bah ke distrik ka khodingi ru ngi sya don bentalang ha kane hak bede berkawa rilang pade na kaliang jungi kum kasnong ke bapenek ban pensa ya kene kawa kalong kawe ngila sina ka cek dam nang ta ngila yo ru ya ka jingi rab bantung ya kiding hakini catchment jong kene kawa rilang lengba ka jingi rab jong ka office ya ka basin bat haduk mentang ya i baki ding kidang im haduk menta ban ngi kermen baki ni kiding kinlong si benta ban penek pensa ya ka warilang.
Pada area Rilang Fishing Association kadai away sang keba jupet kerpang ya kido wa ngisngau tenat ban yathu ba na kaliang jong i maram ibadai kong masdor war ibadai i SDO jong kasbil subdivision kata kapor iba laju penalty ngi ibadio laju aimen semru ngi kumno banginya ceprang ha kebayadai ban ya lek persya iya kejeng penia pathar ya kini kido wa apo kini kidong kithan kijongi nilai i ya kejeng seisok ya kata kejeng maham lane kejeng lek persya ya kejeng penia pathar ya kido wa ti ha uar hajar khatar nilai yo ban penbena ya kane katwei ne kum kawei katwei kemar penek pensa ya kido wa lengba jong iba JR Suciang ibadai superintendent jong ka fishery jong ka West Khasi Hill rengkat Isembut konsan ibadai iba inong beri ibadai isti jong kamau kurwat civil subdivision atau por. Mat kejing tinong ti rengkar ro badini di Deputy Commissioner Bang Tai kong Isa Wanda lalu.
Iru ni sumpung ni kam sumar bahar yang kong kena kawa umi ne penuh ne mah minum syaksu ya no inoru ban tongjar perset bom lana ban lek ne gino kenjapi
ngawan khwai cho khadok be kebak kan nai ta nai la hajar so hajar im inin telang sedang masu sedang papni rat
ke tim la ni ka moto jong ka ni ka action ngidon la ka jong ka emblem ka jong ni bat ni thoron tu swim for clean water. Kidon giba keli yang abat giba ong ba. Kumno piong swim keluar hawa pi swim ka ka kajak lian ok piong. Kidon giba swim da kata kajing mod ba piong swim for clean water. Kumno ka ka nang ba khoj wa pi jingi. Don rei ka dei kata isa ba wat ye ka ka mangin jingi don ka ba khoj lei ye ka ka mangin di. Dikani ka wa mi hapan persa ba lagi sno gi mamarjan ni. Gidon ka juk ka jing ketli. Man i ba kani ka wa kanong sisa kata uthit ubak pongsan ya ka im kayap ko jong itu de kadong tan
tinang jongi ka mokat fishersan kejuk ka por angkat ke jing relang bat ka sing fasnong mokorwan ka BDP mokat rengkar ro bat ka senjuk ki sing samlasnong southwest Khasi district ni lama hamting ya no ban berat plastik hangne ni bawan ra ki plastik shampoo kumjuk ki plastik hagis bat ki janjot mar men kipor blak dep langsung sosnen ngile iya ka jing snudor jong ka kawa
ngi don tang kane hi kawa ka ba ngila bon ong ba barok kini ki marjan marpa mo kini ki sinong ki ba hajan hangle dia pendon kamlang ya ka bandi ka ban sa ka ban kling te habakiwan hakane kawa ya ka ban wan pendon kam ya ka kin subharu ban sim ka jingit kli ba taro la kalong kinong phai do la ni kinu ki bawan ni ka banwan pendon kame ka ne ka jaka ka jongi hangne bakin sumat khut kenya ka bakin dei ka bakin bret pathar ki nyut la ne bakin thangkai kini ki khalau ki phlang ki kan bat hangne nama kaniru ka pen kakta ka mariang bat kakta ru ya ka ka bangingi pendon kam.
It is a long-held dream for the people of Maukarwat area to preserve the Wak Sala stream, for instance, because it is a life source. It is the source of water for this entire area, and without it, I think we would be in great difficulty. And so, the efforts which we are making now through the district task force, through the Maukarwat Fishery Association, through the youth groups, the Seng Samla, the Dorbar Shnong, is something which is done with a long-term goal, that of ensuring sustainability and water sufficiency for future generations, as well as to conserve our green cover, to make sure that our green spaces are maintained, they are clean, they are beautiful. Anglers and people who want recreation and want to get out into the open can still do so without finding sheds of plastic, without finding that the river has been eroded by JCBs or machines and other such things. This is it is a very, very possible thing that we are talking about. It is not impossible, but we really have to come together and plan very, very soon before we run the risk of losing these precious catchment areas and these rivers altogether.
So we're here in southwest Khasi Hills by the river, and it's absolutely beautiful. The water is staggeringly clear. You can see right to the bottom, even when it's deep. What's most surprising is just the density of fish here. It's incredible. Just below me, I don't know if you can see, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of fish with a variety of species and sizes. I don't think I've ever seen anywhere so unpolluted. The lack of litter is incredible. It's a really beautiful spot. Highly recommend it.
As soon as we got here, we met amazing people who introduced us to all these people who are really for the environment and for protecting their river, for protecting their forests, for keeping it clean, using only sustainable methods to source fish or food from the forest and the river. It's something that it's a dream, you don't really find this. everywhere you go. Most travelers are looking for this, but they don't actually find a place like this. So I feel very lucky, and I hope that they continue the good work here.